beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nadia and welcome back to another fragrance review. So you guys, we are finally doing a review on Khamrah Qahwa. Melinda sent me a decant. She actually sent me a few decants, but I'm just now getting to some of them. These are some of the videos that I recorded and did my makeup and I was all cute and my camera decided to delete my footage. Yeah, this was one of the videos. So I'm just now getting to the point where I, am able to re-record the video. So today we're going to be talking about, like I said, Khamrah Qahwa. This is the decant of it. I have been holding on to this. I have not worn this because even though I didn't buy this and Melinda sent this to me, I still have been holding on to this and not wearing it so that I could do this review, because I know once I start, this decant is going to be empty. Okay, this is going in my cruise bag. I keep talking about my cruise bag and it seems that I'm going to have everything in my house in my cruise bag. If I keep on saying, I'm taking this on my cruise, I'm taking it on my cruise, I'm taking this on my cruise. But I am taking this on my cruise. I actually wish I need to buy my own decants. I really do. My best friend asked me how was I going to take my fragrances on the cruise with me because she's curious about hers. Now the last time I went, I took my full bottles, I put them in like a makeup bag, and like however many I fit, I put them in a makeup bag that was like the perfect size to them. And then I took that makeup bag and I stuck it in the, like, it was kind of like the way it sat, it's kind of like in the middle of my suitcase, so I didn't have to worry about it like getting busted, like being close to the outside or anything like that, or them getting busted or getting shook up. Because as packed as my suitcase was, nothing was moving in there. And I mean nothing, because it was packed. Because when you go on a cruise or something like that, I can't just say, hey, I'm about to run to the store right quick, I'll be right back. Like, you're stuck, you're on this ship, you're in the middle of the water, and you just can't walk outside, get in your car and run to the store or run to the mall or run here or there because you forgot something. Like, what you have is what you got or whatever. So I had so much stuff in my suitcase on my cruise because I feel like it's better to overpack than to underpack. I have a big suitcase, and when I say that baby was stuffed, because I wanted to be over prepared. I didn't want to get on there and have to, when you're out of town or out of the country like that, you don't want to be uncomfortable because you're so used to, well, I don't want to be uncomfortable because I'm so used to having certain things, so I overpacked. But I was saying that to say I don't really want to decant any of my fragrances and take these, because I know once I get home, I won't use the decants like that, especially if I have the big bottles. Like right here to grab, I'll probably just grab the bottle and keep going. I would have to really put in some thought and be like, Nadia, you got a decant in that, or Nadia, you have a decant in that, so grab the decant, put that in your purse instead of the bottle. Like, it's just too much. So I was like, I'm just gonna take my full bottles. But I don't have Qahwa in a full bottle. I have the original Khamrah in a full bottle, so I think I'm gonna take both of them or whatever, because I'm obsessive like that. But yeah, I just had to, y'all know, I'm gonna rant on something. But let's talk about Khamrah Qahwa real quick. So this is, of course, unisex. Khamrah Qahwa is for men and women. It's the main accords are warm, spicy, sweet, vanilla, coffee, cinnamon, amber, and powdery. It was launched in 2023. The top notes are cinnamon, cardamom, and ginger. Middle notes are praline, candied fruits, and white flowers. Base notes are coffee, vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, and musk. Let me just say, oh my God, I'm obsessed. I asked y'all, was it a good idea for me to have Qahwa in a full-size bottle, because I have the original Khamrah, and y'all were saying that, like those of you that have both were saying that y'all felt like I needed both. I 100% agree with you. Of course, you can still smell the original Khamrah's DNA in here, and you can definitely tell what it is. But I feel like this is the big sister to Qahwa. Like, I'm sorry, to the original Khamrah. Like, the original Khamrah ain't no child, it ain't no little girl, but she's just the younger sister. And this is the bigger sister. well, the older sister, not, you know what I'm saying. Not like old, like it smells old, but like, that's the young sister. This is the older fly sister. And that's just what it is. I absolutely love it. You guys, this smells so good. Khamrah is a scent. I was around somebody at work. I did not know, this is the first time I had ever come in contact with this person that I was helping. And he sat there, was a guy. And he sat down and I looked at him and I said, you smell phenomenal. You smell so good. And I asked him, I was like, what are you wearing? And I feel like I've told this story before, but I think I told this story on the video that I ended up having to delete, I think. But I was like, what are you wearing? And he was like, he couldn't remember what the name of it was. He could remember Lattafa after, it's like thinking about it for a minute. But I was like, you're wearing Khamrah. And he was like, it's called Lattafa. I said, yeah, Lattafa Khamrah. I was like, I know that scent anywhere because I absolutely love that scent. And smelling it on a guy, I was even more like, I need to get my man get him his own. Because I ain't gonna eat. Because I got mine. He can get his. Well, I can't get him one. But I want to keep mine. But he don't wear fragrances a lot. Like, y'all know I wear it every single day. And I spray a lot. He don't do all that extraness that I do. So even if he shared my bottle, it wouldn't be bad because the bottle would still last a long time because he's not heavy-handed like I am. But you guys, when I tell y'all, if you have smelled, I feel like I didn't have to come on here and do a full-fledged review on Quay because it is the other version of Khamrah. So if y'all have smelled Khamrah, which I feel like most of us have, I have a review on Khamrah down below. Most of us have smelled Khamrah, but this was pretty much about if you need Quay and if you need both versions of this fragrance. And yes, I feel like you do. I feel like even though I have the original one, I still want this one. Oh my God, it smells so good, you guys. Like when I say, now the cinnamon, it has cinnamon as the top note. The cinnamon isn't really strong to me. The ginger, the praline, candied fruits, I can smell. The white flowers, to me, it's really sweet. Of course, it's a spicy fragrance, but to me, it's a sweet, really sweet, actually, spicy fragrance. The musk in it, no problem with it because they did well. I do get a hint of powder, but it's the powder. I get a hint of powdery, but the powder is very, very light because of how spicy the fragrance is. But to me, it is a very like sweet, flowery, ambery, spicy scent. Me saying those and thinking about those at the same time, I'm kind of like, do that even make sense, Nadia? But to my nose, it does. Oh my God, you guys, just smelling this, definitely spicy, sweet. I wonder if they had to put any other flower in here, would it have worked? Because white flowers is like the perfect choice for them to put in this fragrance. Of course, you can pick up the coffee and the vanilla, the tonka bean, but the stuff that I'm enjoying is the sweetness, the spiciness, the white flower. I really, really smell a lot of that in this fragrance. I love it. I can definitely, like, this is why I say they smell very, very similar, but there's enough difference between the original Khamrah and this Khamrah that I feel like you would need both because you get something different from both fragrances. You guys, this smells so freaking good. Like, for a Khamrah to be so cheap and it to smell like it does, Lattafa did that big one with this. Like, this is one fragrance that I wish I could gift to other people, but I know that this is not a safe blind buy fragrance, but I would love to gift this to people so they can experience the greatness in this scent. But I know that this is not an easy reach fragrance. Now, I say that, but a lot of us like it. Of us perfume heads like it. But when I say that, I'm talking about for the ones who just aren't like crazy about fragrances. They like perfumes, but they don't jump out here like we do on all of these extra different unique scent profiles that a lot of us like. Like my best friend, she's getting into fragrance. She got into fragrances because I'm so obsessed with them, so it made her curious, and then she pick up things that she liked. Like I would like, well, it's easy, she can smell mine, and if she likes it, then that's that. But I would love for her to smell this and be like, oh my god, Nadia, that smells really good. I'm gonna have to let her sniff this. Well, when we go on the cruise, I'm gonna take this. So when we go on the cruise, they really are gonna be smelling a lot of different things because baby, I'm gonna come with it when we go on this cruise. Now what I'm putting my perfumes in, I don't know, because my collection has grew since I went on my last cruise. It was kind of easy for me to choose then, but it's not gonna be easy for me to choose now because I have so much to choose from. And if I see that man that said I had on baby powder when I had on my good Chanel, let me stop. Let me stop. But yeah, so oh my god, yeah, you need it. I'm sorry. I know y'all were probably thinking, well, dang, I was kind of hoping Nadia would say I ain't really need that if I already have the original camera, but we need it. We need it. Because I have not purchased this either, so we need it, sis and bro, both of us, okay? Y'all, this is so good. Like when I say so good, y'all know I'm a unisex girl, so if you're not a unisex girl, you might not be on board with this one, but as a unisex girl, this is too good. Like, oh my god, I love it. If you love spicy fragrances, I feel like anybody that loves spicy fragrances will love Khamrah. It's a yes to me. Thank you so much, Melinda, for sending me this decant. You know I appreciate you because you have put my nose on so many fragrances without me having to run out here and buy the big bottles or even buy samples. You just is sweet with your heart and just, hey, Nadia, I'm going to send you a box with these decants in it. Even was like, she even one time said, I don't really remember what I sent you the last time, so my apologies if I repeated some of them. And I'm like, even if you repeat them, the fact that you thought enough to say, I want to send her these decants. Baby, the whole box could have been a repeat. I still would have been grateful, and I appreciate you so much because kindness. I appreciate kindness. I feel like I give kindness to people in so many different ways. So it is such a blessing when people are kind back to you. And of course, I'm not kind to people so that I can receive kindness. That's not what I'm saying. I'm kind because I'm kind. You know, and people need kindness in their life. People need some type of softness, just pleasant human interactions in their lives because the world can be a little bit crazy. So anytime somebody is kind to me, no matter how big or small, I treat it like it's all big. You know what I'm saying? So I really, really appreciate you. That's why I always make sure to say your name when I talk about the decants you send me in these videos. I want to make sure I always say your name, or if it hadn't been anybody else, I am going to say your name because you being thoughtful like that, even if people don't know who you are, you still deserve for me to say your name, okay? Because I appreciate you for being thoughtful and for being sweet. All right. Yeah, so y'all give Melinda a shout out down below in the comments. So yeah, thank you so much for sending that to me because I was dragging my feet, boo, ordering me a sample. And then I was like, I'll just get it, you know. I've been having like 50 million things going on at one time. I get it. And then, of course, you reached out and offered. So I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank all of you guys for tuning in to another video. Before you leave, give a shout out to Melinda because Melinda has put my nose on a lot of fragrances. All right? Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys.